All right, guys, this is me. This is Emmett, the Alpha Builder, and guys, I'm actually at my personal house. Right behind me is my personal house, and I was taking this long trip all the way down to the mailbox on this steep hill, and I had an idea for a video. So, you're looking at a house. This house is 3,000 square foot, heated and cooled. I probably could have got a little bit more. I probably could have got up to about 4,000 square feet, but I have a lot of unfinished area in the basement. I'm not in the basement, but in the attic that I just didn't touch. And but yeah, that's good. Guys, I got the good neighbors, man. They actually speak to me. Also, guys, you can look at this grass here, man. This grass is really starting to take off. This is the Emerald Zorza. It's slightly different than my neighbor who has regular Zorza. His a little bit lighter than mine. Mine is a little darker green. Takes this grass a little bit longer to grow. Matter of fact, it takes it much longer to grow. Even with all the rain that we had, it still takes about 2 weeks for it to grow. So it grows slower, it grows thicker, it chokes out a lot of the weeds, and it's that emerald green, man. So it looks really good. It's starting to come together. But guys, I'm taking this opportunity to talk about something here that I'm trying to introduce to the world. Well, you know something, I'm not the one that's introducing this right here to the world. I mean, this stuff that I'm doing has been done by several builders, especially out in Arizona and out west. I'm just trying to bring it here to the East Coast. But if you look at, and guys, I always talk to my friends, tell them what I'm doing, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to pull houses off the grid. But if you kind of look down here, see if I can look down here. This is another house that I can't zoom in on it. This is another house that I built, and I made it very energy efficient. It was much more energy efficient than the Earthcraft house I built about 18 years ago. It was 47% more energy efficient than anything that was built during that time in this area. So this house, what I want to introduce you guys to, come on, Bear, come on, buddy. Got a hard-headed dog, man. The older he get more hard-headed. And what I want to let you guys see is that what I'm doing and what I've done, I'm introducing, if you look at these right here, these are heat pump units, guys. So things are starting to shift to heat pumps. Heat pumps is going to be the way that we do this thing, to remove ourselves from the grid and start introducing solar panels to these homes. Come on, Bear. Come on, buddy. Come on. So now let me say this right here, guys. So if you can, really my long-term goal is to remove myself from the grid altogether. So I'm not connected to, I don't have to be connected to Alabama Power and all these different utility companies and things like that. I can just kind of create my own energy and be connected to those guys only for emergency purposes. It's the only reason I want to be connected to them. A lot of my friends, I talk to them about this right here. You know, their minds, man. I don't know what they be thinking about, but when they be talking to me, they're like, man, if you pull people off the grid, they're gonna mess around and several big black SUVs are gonna show up at your house, man, and you're gonna disappear. Guys, that's probably not gonna ever happen, simply because there's been people who've already done this right here. This is nothing new. As a matter of fact, I think most utility companies, because they are so far behind on building new plants to produce power, they can't meet the demand of the growing population. So they really would like for you to be more energy efficient and then connected them off the grid, not off the grid, but connected them as a backup, because you're going to end up using them anyway. I know, here in Alabama Power does not, if you send power back to the grid, they won't buy it. And so technically you can't have a net zero home here in this area, but they want you to be connected to the grid and not use a lot of energy. They want you to be as energy efficient as possible. So you kind of see here, guys, in this particular house, guys, it's got this car right here. I had to keep the tag from, now this is my son's car, but I have it connected. So I got a charging station here. I actually got another one over here behind me for a car that I'm gonna eventually get one day. So the charging station, so we've been charging every night. This right here is the heat. Guys, this is the water heater of all water heaters, guys. I tell you what, man, my power bill in extreme situations here in this area has been no more than $250. On average, it's probably about $180. And we don't have any gas connected to this house. Well, we have gas connected, but it's only for a grill and it's only for the outdoor fireplace, just in case you want to roast some marshmallows or something. But this water heater right here, this is a Ring heat pump water heater. Ring's not paying me a penny off of this right here, guys. But I'm going to tell you, this is a game changer. It's a game changer for people who want to be energy efficient for the most part. Now this is about, I think this is a 55 gallon, which is all we needed in here. You can get them up to 80 gallons or whatever, but you know, a family of about 5 or 6, 55 gallons is all you need. But you can control it. You can make it go all electric. Just you can make it go heat pump. You can make it just pour water and heat it up real quick, on demand, and just in case you need it. So this is a really good water heater, and it's more efficient. So it takes the ambient air and conditions it and spits it, and use that to heat the water. So that's one thing, guys. My HVAC units are all heat pump as well. Now we do have a 400 amp service, guys. So you're gonna have 2 breaker boxes here. And we almost got these, let me see. We still got a little space over here on this side that we can use just in case we need to add some more things here. So heat pump, guys, really, to be honest with you, I think that's the way. As far as you have to make the house extremely passive, you have to make it passive efficient too by your insulation. So in this house, we did open cell foam insulation, guys. Do not do closed cell here in Alabama. I mean, you can do that out west, but don't do that here in Alabama. So we tighten this house up really, really tight. And I tell you, the game changer. This is the game changer. And I have it. This is the game changer here. And I did an earlier video on this right here, guys. But hey, this right here is another guy that I use here, these Ecobee, and they also serve as my security system as well, guys. Because I got cameras all over the place. Then they're Ecobee cameras. But this is, guys, so if you go in here, I tell you what, this is the way right here. This right here, guys, this is a GE. Guys, I went with all GE appliances, guys, but this is a GE, and there's a combination washer dryer, but it's a heat pump. So if you notice right here, this thing is actually plugged in. I can't get the plug. Where is it at? Can't get it right here. If you look right here, you can see it's just a regular plug. You don't have some kind of big 60 amp breaker or something like that running that dryer. You don't need that. And so that helps out a whole lot, guys. That has been a game changer on us, man, as far as the power bill. And so every penny counts, guys. Every penny counts. You gotta make sure you save as much as you can save. But these are some things that really, really help you keep your house. And guys, what I've been doing is I've kind of sort of been experimenting on my customers. They kind of know it, but I've been experimenting on a lot of, my customers that I've been having. So the house that you guys seen down there, I made it very energy efficient, more energy efficient than the house, passively energy efficient than the house that I built 20 years ago. That was one of the first speculative green certified homes or earthcraft homes in the state of Alabama during that time. That house beat it. This house will beat that house. So I'm getting better and better, because here's the thing, guys, I got to learn how to live in these houses because it comes with a learning curve of way you're thinking. Like you can't just sit here and wait for, you can't sit here and wait on the weekend to wash all your clothes. Well, that's just not gonna work. You see, I was washing a set of clothes then, but you do a little bit every day. And I like that concept, guys, because hard work is the accumulation of easy things not done when they should have been done. So if you wash your clothes every day, they don't pile up on you, so it makes it hard work on the weekend when you're spending all day washing clothes. Well, this washer dryer won't let you do that. And so this right here house itself, guys, it came with a dramatic learning curve, and it's coming with a learning curve so that I can explain that to my homeowners when I sell this house and move into the next house that I'm building right next door here, guys. So if you look at this lot here, now this lot, we'll get the best of all the world. So we'll be able to, and I already got the plans picked out for this right here as well. So we will be, and I just got to get some houses out the ground before I can break ground on this guy right here. So this lot right here, it's actually two lots. We're gonna put them together. We're gonna do one house. But this lot right here, we're gonna have a main level and a basement garage. So we'll get the best of both worlds. So I have this house and this house combined as one house, but this house, I think we're gonna pull it off the grid. We have south face lighting, which is this way. That's the south. And so the light comes in, so I have to take advantage of that. So I may be able to put the panels on, on this side of the house. On the south side of the house, you won't be able to see them from the road. So that's another good thing. And, if I do solar panels, well, I will do solar panels. So we'll do that. And then we'll do those batteries. And this brings up another question. This brings up another situation here, guys. I know a lot of people, we talk about these Teslas and stuff like that, but let me tell you what the Teslas and the whole Tesla, people just think Tesla is just a car. Tesla's not really a car company, guys. It is an energy company. Yes, they're an energy company. They sell power walls, like a battery backup system that you can put on your house, and you can they have solar panels where you can take the solar energy, power up those batteries that you connect to the house, and you can use that to do what you need to do at nighttime. That's what we're going to do over here, guys. So what I mean by that, the whole point that I'm making is that companies like Tesla, and you have several other companies, but I'm using Tesla as a model. They create what they call decentralization of power. That's what's going on. Sort of like YouTube, guys. YouTube is decentralization of media. We have decentralized media. See, at one time, you didn't have YouTube. So everybody watched TV. And now the networks and all those guys can control information and knowledge. Well, when YouTube came along, now, guys, I'm on YouTube right now. I'm putting this on YouTube right now. So people can log into my channel and they can see information that I'm putting out. So there's no centralization of information and knowledge. So people's thoughts and the way people think and stuff can be controlled by everybody now. It's not just these major Fox and CNN and all these guys controlling information and things like that. No, man, YouTube has changed the game. People like Elon Musk and people that are like him, they are decentralizing power. That's one of the greatest things that we can have. Guys, we're getting to the point now, and we're at the point now where we can control our own power, and we don't have to have the utility companies monopolizing power. That is the way. That is the game. Be in control of your own stuff. Control your own stuff. You don't need anybody else. Technology is changing the game, guys. This is just a thought, guys. We're going to move in that direction. And this is the way.